In this video, we'll be replacing the spark plugs, engine oil, and oil filter on this 1992 classic Nissan D21 Hardbody truck. We're first gonna put some gloves on. All right, we're gonna do the spark plugs first. It's a 4-cylinder engine, so it's gonna be a fairly easy job. We got our ratchet, extensions, and then we got our 16mm spark plug socket. So let's get to it. We have our new spark plugs ready. Don't act like you've never pretended to be Wolverine. This is what the engine bay looks like. On the right side, we see the spark plug wires. We're gonna replace one spark plug at a time. There we go. And then we're gonna take our spark plug socket and then righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And we're gonna take out the old one. All right, so here's our old one. It doesn't look too bad. There's just some carbon buildup, I guess, but it's good that we're putting in some new ones. All right, and for comparison, this is the old one, this is the new one. So you can see that it is a different style of spark plug as well, but these are NGK iridium, so these are nice. So we're just gonna slide it back in. Now we're gonna tighten it up. As you can see on the box, once it gets seated, half a turn to 2/3 of a turn. Should be good. All right, now you just wanna put the spark plug wire back on it. You wanna make sure there's like a little click, and then you know it's in place. If you pull on it, it's not gonna come off. And that's how you know that one's done. Now we're gonna do the other three. This is when a 15-minute job turns into a 2-hour job. All right, so we ran into a small hiccup. When I pulled out this spark plug wire, this connector actually stayed on the spark plug. So we're gonna get a new set of spark plug wires and then install them in the next clip. We got our new spark plug wire set. I'm gonna do them one at a time and just match the length of the wires, the old ones. We're gonna start with the shortest one, just because we have it off already. Yep, that's the same length. And that's what we're gonna do for all of them, is just to match them all up. Go one at a time. Gotta hear that click. Oh yeah, now this feels a lot better. We're gonna do the same process for the rest of them. And just like that, we're done. We're actually gonna go back and put some of this spark plug boot protector. It's not gonna hurt it. I don't know if it's really necessary. We're just gonna put a little at the end, and then we're gonna stick it on, and we'll have some peace of mind. All right, so now we're gonna start it up, make sure that we plugged everything in correctly and everything is running smoothly. All right, next we're gonna do the oil and the oil filter. We're gonna open the oil cap. That way there's airflow to when we're draining the oil. All right, now we're gonna take our 14mm socket. We're gonna unscrew the drain plug and then drain the old oil, just like that. So the oil does look a little dark, so it's definitely a good idea that we're replacing the oil. We got a copper washer on here, so we're gonna reuse that. Not a bad idea to replace them every once in a while. What I actually like to do is just to pour a little bit of fresh oil while the drain plug is out, just to get some of that old oil out. Now you could be here all day and let every last bit run out. We're gonna go ahead and tighten it up. We're gonna clean this stuff. We're gonna go ahead and tighten it back up again. We don't want to strip the bolt, but just nice and snug, just where it feels right. All right, next we're gonna move to the oil filter. So a lot of the cars that I've seen have the oil filter towards the bottom. Here, we're gonna go from the top. We got our oil filter tool removal. So the way this works is it tightens this to the oil filter as I turn. There we go. Just like that. Slowly but surely it's gonna come out. Now I can take it off with my hand. Yep, there we go. There will be some oil that is gonna come out of the filter. We're just gonna take that out and put the new one in. So we got our old oil filter out. We're gonna put a little bit of just oil on the new ring, little rubber gasket. That way it just doesn't get pinched. Then we're just gonna thread it on, and we're gonna hand tighten it until it's nice and snug. That looks good to me. Next, we're gonna put in about 4.1 quarts of oil into the engine. I'm gonna do about 4, and then I'm gonna check the dipstick, and we'll start it up, and then add a little bit of oil if needed. All right, and then we're just gonna close the lid. All right, I'm good to go. Now we're on level ground. We started the truck up. We're gonna check the oil level. So the first one we just gotta wipe off. Then we're going to look at the level. That looks to me like right there. So like about 90% of the way. So I'm gonna just top it off a little bit more and we'll be good to go. All right, that should be perfect. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Right at the very top of the mark. All right, so it was indeed 4.1 quarts that we needed with the new oil filter. We're gonna make sure that we're not leaking at the bottom. We're gonna top off the coolant. And then we also have low windshield washer fluid, which I've already made a video about, so you can go check that video out. I'll top that off. But next we're gonna just top off the coolant. So we're gonna just top it off to this max line right here. Oh, and just one other thing. Come closer. You gotta be careful. You don't wanna touch the spark plug here because you can get electrocuted. Ah! I'm just kidding. You're not gonna get electrocuted. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.